How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to 88.1 XFM Tauranga Music Station. Also, another sponsored episode of Time With Marty. Jets Car Grooming, all the way from Tauranga. If you want your car spick and span, just go Jets Car Grooming. I have got a mindset coach who runs an apparel company, who also runs a podcast, kind of like mine. So say hello to Shannon, also known as Bettr Than Before.
How's it? I've got to pull you up straight away.
Oh.
But it's not your fault. You've already made a mistake, but it's not your fault. So my partner's name's Shannon, and because I've logged in on hers, it's come up with her name, but my name's Sam. But still, it shows that you've done your homework anyway, so I appreciate it. But yeah, I'm excited, brother.
All right, it's awesome to have you here. So, what got you started doing this whole mindset coaching and helping people through rough times?
Because I just wanted to start something like that I stood for, that I could get up every day, enjoy my days, make positive impact, and try and live a life, I guess, on my terms and things as well. So to be fair, I haven't done a lot of coaching. I've just about got qualified in NLP, which is neuro linguistic programming, which I want to, it's kind of like a little scholarship sort of thing. So I'm just about at the end of that. I have been doing some work with some people. I haven't been really proactive at putting that out there or anything like that, but hey, that's what I want to do. So I've just put it on the bio. So I've started doing a little bit. Excited for what that that turns into from here as well. And then I decided that I want apparel to be a part of this as well. Something that you can wear, use as a cue every day to help push you through. Something to stand for. The mission here is to impact 1 million lives, and I just want to be the best version of myself every day, empower, inspire, bring as many people together as possible, respectfully, and just try to create something from nothing. There's a lot of tall poppy syndrome over here in New Zealand. Like, I love it. I love team. I love a culture, and so I was just like, you know what, I want to just try and do everything that I possibly can to live life exactly how I would love to live it and what it would look like. And this is what this is all about for me. The biggest thing is about around legacy, that sort of thing, and just helping me to see what I was truly capable of becoming, getting to sit down here, have a chat with you, Marty, just little things like this is, this is my life right now. This is amazing. I wouldn't want to change it any other way. So it's about inspiring. It's about impacting lives. It's about me being the best version of me. It's about me fucking up. It's about me making mistakes. But every single day, it's about me and trying to pull as many people to take one step forward as it possibly can be. So my mind runs at 1 million miles an hour. Shit goes everywhere. But I guess we'll start from there, eh?
Well, first of all, I couldn't have said it better myself. We all have our fuck ups. We all have those times when we feel that we're not good enough, and then something crazy out of the blue happens, and we're like, yeah, this is the reason I'm still here. So, well said.
Awesome. Cheers, brother.
So, the podcast, how did it all get started?
How did it all get started? Well, I really think podcasting is an amazing way to grow. I wanted to adopt that growth mindset. I want to move forward every single day. So that's an easy win. Listen to a podcast every day. So I got into that space, and I'm like, you can legit learn whatever you want, or if you got any problem in the world, it's like another search engine, but you sit there, you find ways that you can take on board or retain information, and what works for you, whether that's through a book or through a podcast. And it's just a really amazing way to listen to great conversations, and with whatever you're doing, I just try and have them on around me, because unconsciously you're going to be taking that information on board and things like that. So, you're sitting in the car for an hour a day. Why not use that hour to upskill, to move forward? And it was just listening to those amazing conversations. And, it's a great way to meet other people. Like, I'm only like 7 or 8 episodes deep, and I've had, somebody that's been in broadcasting, like Dom Harvey for like 20 odd years. I've got to sit down and have a conversation with him. This week, I've also spoken to a money coach. I want to have a better relationship with money. So, how can I learn, have a great conversation with somebody, and utilize that information and put it out there, regardless of how I feel, or because it's not easy doing that as well, like just putting yourself out there like that. But It's a really fun way to move forward, to put yourself out of your comfort zone. It's just an amazing way to learn. It's an amazing way to get you in front of other people. You can go on an emotional roller coaster when you find the right thing that you're listening to, and that sort of thing, when something just resonates with you. And for, an hour of that day, you're just put into this whole different frame of mind, or this whole different space that you never thought of. And it's not, whatever you do, if something's not resonating with you, whether it's a podcast, whether it's a book, what you need to be doing is find something that does resonate, that does work for you. And I've just found podcasting works for me. I never used to read and things, but I just read 10 pages a day. And I love it. I've got it better at reading, things at the start, I might have read 10 times, but, as you move forward, as you do things, things compound, and you get better at them, and you take a step forward and things like that. But yeah, that's digressing. Why I love podcasting is the amount of information, the conversations that you get to be a fly on the wall in, and also now, like, facilitating those, just the people that I get to meet and have conversation with to work on my communication skills. But the biggest thing for me is to work on that listening. It's something that I'm aware of, that I want to be better at. So this is a great way. So there's just, I don't know, I could go on forever about anything, really.
No worries, man. That's the one thing I love about doing this. First of all, meeting people I never thought I'd meet, but also just being able to sit down and talk to not a celebrity, not an influencer, but a person.
Exactly.
Like, I get messages on the daily like, oh, what was it like interviewing with Chris from What Now, or the cast of Shortland Street? They're just people.
Yeah.
Like, same with me. People think I'm a celebrity for some reason. It's like, oh, like, these people that you interview, like, so glad that you put them on their show, or stuff like that. I'm like, I'm just a person.
Yeah, you're a person doing what you love. Everyone's, I couldn't agree more. But in saying that too, like, everyone's got a story to tell. Like, if you sit somebody down on the couch and you come with vulnerability, and you can go on it doesn't matter who's sitting on that couch, you can go on a hell of a ride. Like, we've all been through something. We'd all just, like, to even be here is just such an opportunity. Like, just run with it, do what you love. And I couldn't agree more. We are just all people, and we all see life a little bit differently, and we can all be respectful of that, regardless if you agree. And some things are, best left unsaid, regardless if you're thinking that at up top, it's all good. But yeah, we need more respect. We need more love, any of that sort of shit. And, we get to be a part of, like, we're facilitating that right now by having a conversation like this goes out. Somebody takes something away from that. It's magic, man.
Exactly. Okay, well, Sam, this is a recurring segment I have
He's
on
got
my
it now.
show.
Yeah, sweet as. Sorry, what was that?
This is a recurring segment I have on my show. It's called Quick Fire Questions. How well are you about thinking on your feet?
Yeah. Well, I go off on tangents. I try to give a lot of context, and it goes all over the show. So I'll try and keep it short and sharp for you.
Okay, no worries. So I'm just gonna ask you some basic questions, and you're gonna ask them as quickly as you can.
Okay, sweet as.
All right. Coke or Sprite?
Coke.
Cool. Summer or winter?
Summer.
Sunset or sunrise?
That's a good one. It's meant to be quick. I don't know. That's tough. They're both beautiful. I don't know. I'm just gonna say sunset.
Okay. If you could meet one celebrity, who would it be?
Only one. Jeez, that's tough. What would or who could I get the most value out of? Right now, the first person that comes to mind would be probably, I think it would change often as well, but right now, just because of the information that I've got and who I've been listening to right now, would be Stephen Bartlett. He runs a podcast in the UK called Diary of a CEO. He's probably added the most value for me over the, I don't know, past month or couple months. So yeah, he'd get that. And whatever you do in life, you got to model somebody that knows what they're doing. And that guy is what he's done is just phenomenal. He knows what he's doing. He has great conversations, and Stephen Bartlett. So if you do like podcasting, There's a sweet bit of value for you right there. Go check out Steve Bartlett, Diary of a CEO. Awesome conversations. And yeah.
Okay, cool. If you could visit one country pre-COVID, where would you go?
Pre-COVID, where would I go? One country. I'd probably go to the US. I'm a big man. I love sport. I love my US sport. If the opportunity was there, or when that opportunity comes, it'd be, probably to get over to the States. But in saying that too, like even just an island or something like that, it would be amazing with the family or something like that. But yeah, a dream or somewhere that I've always wanted to go is go over to the US.
Okay. Are you a watcher or a reader?
Watcher or reader? Tough one. I would probably say, because of the way I take information, I'd rather watch it.
Okay.
But I do both. Yeah.
Favorite movie?
I've watched a hell of a lot of movies, and I don't know if I've ever been asked this question, and it's such a simple question. I've definitely thought about it, but yeah, I've watched so many I don't really know. Off the top of my head, to give you an answer, let's roll with. Oh, I wouldn't even know, to be honest.
No worries.
I can't give you an answer. How bad is that? And indecisive. Sweet.
All right. Favorite actor?
I always find it hard to pick one thing. Favorite actor. Oh, just because of what he's doing right now, and just as a person, would have to go with The Rock. Whether or not I think he's the greatest actor, but just the greatest human, and a guy that's just anything he can touch turns to gold, sort of thing. And yeah,
Sure.
so we'll go with The Rock.
All right, Sam. Final question: where do you
Yep.
see yourself in 5 years?
When I see myself in 5 years, that's a tough question, because I've got like big ambitious goals that I want to work towards, but I just try and break it down and try to win the day, sort of thing. So, I kind of know where I want to get in the next 10 years, but in 5 years, like I'm just trying to move forward each day and have moved towards that overall vision. I could sit here and go on it as to, what that kind of looks like, but I just, try and break it down, try and win every day, try and move forward. But I just want to be having fun. I want to be with, or, making my parents proud, or anybody that is aligned with this brand or what this movement is. And anyone that's taking anything away from it. But I just want to, in the next 5 years, I just want to look back and say, today I'm the best version of me. That's the most important thing every single day. And, you win some, you lose some. Like last night, I ate a few things that I wasn't happy with. And, I look back and I reflect, and I woke up and I was feeling a little bit average today. And, I looked at, the reasons why I made those decisions, things like that, and tried to, look at that. And I'm doing some great things. And so that's okay, but it's, okay, I've done something here. Let's start looking at the reasons why. Let's like front up and sort of that sort of thing. But again, that's getting a little bit off. So yeah, in the next 5 years, I just want to be standing in the same spot, and be able to say that, I'm the best version of myself.
Okay. Well, Sam, here's your task for redemption. You get to ask me some quick fire questions. You can be as difficult as you want.
Okay, sweet as. What's one of the toughest things that you've ever had to go through personally yourself, and how did you get out of it?
Probably my coming out story. I came out as being bisexual about 7 years ago.
Yeah.
And the amount of hate I got from either family or friends, even teachers, it was a bit shocking, but I just took it on the chin, and 6 years later, here I am.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. Just own it. You are who you are. It's awesome to see. And like you've now just impacted my life, because you've come into this conversation and you've shown vulnerability and told me something like that about yourself that I didn't know that from coming into this conversation. Like you don't know me from a bar of soap. You've taken a step forward and put yourself out in an uncomfortable position, and I admire that. It's amazing to see.
Thank you.
Yeah. And so how did you get through that? Like what helped you through? Like what did you do mentally, or what, were you doing this at that stage, and that was giving you a comfortable position to be in, or what was it?
I actually started this show a year ago, but at that time I was probably in my third year of high school, I think. No, first year of high school. So I was just getting used to it, and now everyone's like, "Oh, he's coming out." But even when I started high school, I was still doing extracurricular activities, whether it be music, theatre, media, photography. I was doing it all.
Yeah.
So just keeping myself distracted, and then at home, head down, ass up, working. Even if it's on a personal project. As long as I was doing something, I was fine.
Yeah.
So
So
I
you'll
like
just
to keep busy.
keep busy. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's good. That's good. That's driven. But it's also important to take a step back and it's great because like that's not on you whatsoever. If people are going to judge you and things like that, if you can just put yourself in a position where you're in a happy position, you can still move forward and things like that don't impact you. Then it's great. But always look at different ways that you can tools that you can use so that if you get put in positions, where you don't know how you'll react, it makes it easier to move forward because you've got, different things that you can fall back on and stuff like that as well. But yeah, that's awesome to hear. All right, sweet. So what's the purpose behind this piece of content? Or so is it a radio show or is it a podcast or
Last year was a podcast, now it's a talk show.
now it's a talk show? And is that just put through your platforms or is it streamed or how's that work?
So, of course, we do it over Zoom.
Yeah.
I post it on my YouTube channel.
Yeah.
And then I do Instagram stories, TikToks, Facebooks
Yeah.
to promote the heck out of it.
Yeah.
And also, I created a new YouTube channel. It's called Time with Marty. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a snippet of each interview and post it, maybe a 20 or 30-second video, and
Yeah.
post it on the air, as well as some other content that I want to start doing.
Yeah, sweet. If there's anything that you see that I'm doing or anything like that, like, or you ever want to have a chat about it, just let me know. Like, I'm not perfect at that sort of thing, but it's definitely I'm getting an understanding because I'm spending so much time trying to learn marketing, all that sort of thing, to become stronger because that's what's important. That's how you get bigger reach and all that sort of thing. So yeah, definitely if I can help out in any way, shape, or form. But what's the purpose? Like, why is not always the best question to ask, but what is it that drives you to be creating this podcast and the brand and
Yeah.
that sort of thing?
I think it's just knowing that I've done something with, like, I've succeeded in something. Like, throughout my schooling and everything, I was severely bullied for being different
Yeah,
and stuff like that. And people were saying, like, "Oh, you're not gonna do anything great. You're just gonna sit on your ass, be on the benny, and do nothing." And now I'm doing all this. I'm doing stand up. I'm doing music. I'm doing everything I've always dreamed of doing, and I'm getting paid for it.
yeah, that's awesome.
So, but
Do you know what that is? That's straight fire. That is dope, and that is awesome.
exactly. And
Yeah,
also,
I'm stoked, man. That's so cool to hear, bro.
every day I always stand there and look at my good old diploma.
Yeah, awesome. So where was that at? Like the broadcasting school or something like that?
Yeah, New Zealand
Yeah.
School of Radio in Tauranga.
Yeah.
And yeah, I would never go back.
Yeah, awesome. My questions aren't obviously a little bit deeper and stuff anyway, but like also when you're going through something like that, like did you really like if someone said that to me, I wouldn't be in that position, but I was always somebody that if somebody said something to me, like I still had inner belief in like that I would amount to something that like I had those aspirations and deep down I was just like could just be like whatever because I knew like I back myself.
Mm.
Did you have that sort of positive mindset or like self belief in yourself from when you were going through that hard stuff?
At the start, no. literally every little thing someone would say would go on my shoulders, and then just at night when it just got too heavy, I break down. But now it's like, it's kind of sad, but I've heard it all before. Everyone says like, "Oh, you're not worth it," stupid stuff like that. Now that I've kind of evaluated my life in a way and just said, I'm doing this, no one can stop me. I'm making other people feel content. That's all that matters. And that if someone disagrees with that, that's their choice. But it's one person facing me, the creator, and a few thousand others that are behind me. So who's gonna win?
Yeah, that's yeah. Well, you already are winning, whether you've got one person on board or if you're on board, you're winning, and that's all that matters. And you were on board, so yeah, no, that's awesome. I love it. I can't wait to see where you take it. All I can say is like just be consistent, things like that. Like this is still only early days for me too, and there's been highs, there's been lows, but walking in here every day is like just um I can't explain it. It's such a cool thing, man. Like you can do whatever you want with your life, and it's cool to see what you're doing with it, because it's not easy to put yourself out there. It's not easy, but it's so rewarding because of how you move forward and the impact that you can make and things like that. And there is leaders out there. There's people that stand up and they need to lead. Not everyone can do that, and yeah, I think you're a leader, and it's awesome to see what you're doing.
Cheers. All right, last
Oh
question.
yeah, sorry. Yeah, is it? Oh, sorry. Is that for me or for you?
For me.
Oh yeah, cool. Yeah, sorry.
So last question for the quick fires.
Yeah.
Let's go. What advice would you give to me, someone that is starting a business, who's possibly going to have merch coming out, doing all these social media platforms? What advice would you give
How
to me?
how how old are you?
19.
How good. Only at 19. You're ahead of the pack, mate. Um, I would say just through the people that I'm listening to and the information that I've been taking on board is be resilient. Do not give up. If this is what you want for the rest of your life, do not give up. If it's already financial enough for you, great. And then just start looking at it. Have a strategy. Make sure that you have a strategy. Make sure that you stay focused. Yeah, make sure you stay committed. All of that sort of stuff. It's pretty um self-explanatory stuff, but sometimes it's that stuff that we, take for granted. It's just build it into more of the thing that you love. If there's things that aren't quite there or you're not too sure, make make decisions, like act on the fly, like just roll with the punches. Yeah, enjoy the ride, like have a massive vision that you're working towards. But every day, if you're just, doing the things that need to get done, like, okay, for me today, what have I got down? It was to check my emails, to read my book, to go to the gym, to have this catch up with you. What else? I've got to get a vlog out. I've got a coaching call tonight. So, and then from that, I'll break it down and build, um, the most critical, what are the most critical things to move forward each day. And regardless, even if I did any of those sort of things, I'm still moving forward with my life. But, it's important to just keep looking for information and finding the things that work for you so that you can implement them into your life. But yeah, it's amazing to see at 19 what you're doing. It's not easy because I'm doing it right now. And yeah, it's an amazing thing. I love to see it. And if there's any way that I can support or anything like that, I'm behind you. I believe in you. Like, even if it's you want to come and tell me, um, I'm having a tough time this week, or I fucking smashed it this week. I'm so proud of myself. Don't just come to me when you, or not only me, but even other people, come with that fire when you're feeling good, and create more of those opportunities for yourself. Just, yeah, just do what you do, love it, smile, embrace it, make impact, and that's what I'd do. Yeah,
Sounds
whether
good.
that's right, that's wrong, whatever. But yeah, that's what I'd do.
All right. So, I am going. First of all, have you heard of a show called Hot Ones?
Hot Ones. Is that the chicken wing thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
So
Yeah.
I kind of took an idea from there, and I'm going to dabble in you guys' Instagram, and you just got to explain that gram.
Okay, sweet as. Yeah, sounds good.
Okay.
Nice. This is good. This is great.
All right. Let's go with first one.
What is that? So do I have to explain it or?
Yep.
Well, that post is just about. Obviously, it's got the brand, it's got the logo there. I just felt it kind of fitted in with that piece or that quote, and that's just about family and coming together and a community, and yeah, that's what that post is.
All right. Next one.
That is, how would I explain that? That's on its way, baby. That's how you not only feel better than before, but that's how you look better than before. That's how you have a subtle cue that you can wear every day to push you through the line, that to inspire you to be a little bit better. That's going towards making positive impact, not only for you, not only for me, but for somebody else. That's 3 lives impacted through that one piece of gum kit there. So yeah, it's a dream come true for me. Like, even just looking at that, I can't wait to be wearing that shit every day, and that's why, like, my hats arrived yesterday. I'm fired up. Um, yeah, I'll be head to toe. I'll be rocking that shit. Yeah, I'm so proud of, like, legit just set up the where all the apparel will sit and stuff like that, so it's easy to pick the orders and things, and it's just another dream come true on the journey, and yeah, that's what that is.
Amazing. All right. Someone holding a truth or dare cardboard.
That was me out in Orewa, keeping it local and going and doing a bit of truth or dare. That was me putting myself out of my comfort zone to go and talk to a stranger, and put a bit of Christmas spirit out there. So that was cool. That we went down there, myself and Hendo from Hendo's Hot Topics. Shout out my boy Hendo. He, yeah, we went out there and just did a random truthful deal. We got just some Cadbury's favourites, had those there, and just people were doing, like, we were just making sure that they were, like, chasing their dreams, and if they chose truth, like, hit them up, say, are you chasing your dreams, sort of thing. Just see what sort of conversation we could have with them. And then also with the when people were picking dare, I was making them, like, ring up somebody that they love, or somebody that they didn't say I love you to enough, whether that's a mate or, and quickly have that conversation, and then, got to listen. And the best one was a lady was like, rung up her mate, and she's like, "Are you drunk?" And it was just a heck of a laugh, and that was, I impacted her life, she impacted my life, and then she called up somebody and impacted another life, and that is, that is how we get to that million lives impacted. Is, yeah, regardless, just watch the content. Like, you don't have to buy any of the merch, any of that sort of thing. But yeah, if you enjoy being here, I love having you here. That's what it's about.
Okay, awesome. And then the last one.
That is a early photo of the early logo. Things change when you're in business and stuff like that. That's an early photo. That's
Mm-hmm.
the very first BTB logo right there. That's reminiscing. That's obviously not even that old ago, but for me, that's a cool photo. And then that is myself on my friend Nick Bettr, the Bettr project. He's doing awesome things as well. Yeah, creating dope content. He's somebody that has struggled with anxiety and things, and anyone helping break the stigma of mental health, all that sort of thing. So yeah, another great podcast to listen to. Got to plug it while we're here. Is, yeah, the Bettr project. My boy Nick Bettr. Yeah, epic stuff. And that's just the thumbnail that he made around that episode of the potty.
Okay. So, how do you come up with ideas, first of all, for the podcast, but also coming up with what guests you want to have on the show? Because with me right now, I need as many people as I can to be on. But
Yeah.
for something like what you're doing, do you have certain requirements?
I haven't really thought about requirements, but I'm just trying to roll with the punches and trying to find people that add. I mean, everyone's going to add value, but also, like, I want to have good conversations with people that I can move forward from, and things like that as well. Like, like the financial coach or mentor that I spoke to the other day, like he's a millionaire, so like I want to be better with money or understand, different ways to look at it. So, having somebody like that on is amazing. But also it's like trying to just reach out to anyone, shoot shots, like people that you want to get on, and like make it happen. Like if you went into a conversation and you saw someone, like I hit up someone down the street the other day that I saw that's as dope as hell at what he's doing, and I'm excited for him to come on and just and like plant the seed. Like I walked past it first, and then I was like, oh, what am I doing? Like I'm all about shooting shots. That's not being better than before. So I walked back. I had a conversation with him, and then that for conversation, I've been able to talk to him in the DMs and actually have a conversation with this dude. Like I see what he's about. I go and have a look, and so okay, this is what we relate on. Like what can we have a great conversation that we can both move forward with? Coming in, adding that value. And then just seeing where it's going. And now, we've teed up. He's keen as. He'll be coming on soon, and we're gonna go and get a workout in, do a few things, and yeah, like for me to have like these sort of people coming into my house to have a conversation is mind-boggling. It's like just go out there and think, okay, who do I want to get on, and shoot them a message, and think about the things that you want to learn. Like I want to learn always around physical, mental, and financial well-being. That's what it's all about, because they all tie into each other and things like that. And so if it aligns with that, basically, but again, anyone's got a story to tell, but you kind of want to tell a story within the story as well, like by teeing up the right people and, going from, someone in music just to an actor to, one of your mates, or I don't know, like try and have a flow on and, book in each week and things like that. And then, you build that credibility. It helps you get in front of other people and things like that. But yeah, just try and get good people to have good conversations so that you can move forward. And you got to be selfish at the same time. Like, unfortunately, it is what it is. I could easily go and book myself out for 365 days to sit here and have conversations with. But, like, I'm trying to build something fucking epic. Like, there's a time and a place for the conversations and things like that as well. And, you got to do what's best by you, the brand, all that sort of thing at the same time. And, that's, people might look at that as being selfish, but, it's a lot of work that goes into it. So you want to be getting the right people to have the right conversations with and things like that too. So, but yeah, different people will be the right person, at the right time and things like that as well, and piece it all together. Like I'm so much further forward. I'm booking out into sort of like April and May, because I don't, I want to drop like an episode a week and do the vlogging and stuff like that as well. So it's just about understanding the flow of it. You don't want to be letting people down as well, but if it's worth it, maybe it is, but book it a little bit further in advance and stuff like that as well. So another dude I'm excited to have on soon is I've got MD Motivator. So obviously, like, well, I've been chatting with him behind the scenes and stuff like that, because some of the things I was doing, he picked up to what I was doing, and he was doing them at scale and stuff like that. Like he's got over 100 million views on on TikTok and stuff like that, and he's making positive impact out there. He's living the life. It's like, yeah, bro, tell me what you're up to. That's a fucking cool story, man. And even just being inspired through a story or whatever, and that sort of thing. And then, finding somebody else that's got something to add. Yeah, you want somebody that's going to add some heat, some sizzle to not only your life, but to many others and things like that as well. So I don't know. I'm just chucking shit out. That's what I do.
No worries, bro. No worries. So when it comes to creating an episode or creating a vlog, what makes you want to do it? Like, of course, doing podcasting so you can have conversations, but what makes you want to do vlogging and do other forms of social media?
I think my life's cool, man. I think it's fucking dope. Like what I'm doing right now, I think it's sick. Like, I'm inspired by it. And, and even if my son gets to look back one day and that's what he watches, for the rest of his life, because I've got this thing that was there and it's just for him, or whether it's just for my family, like, yeah, I don't know. I just think that I think it's dope. I think it's documentation. You know, it's just like us taking taking our parents taking a photo 40 years ago, but it's accelerated to like a whole nother level. And it's about storytelling. You know, if you're not comfortable right now with some of the things that you want to speak about or whatever, you know, it's things that you can build up to, or you know, and tell that story. And like even some of my stuff that I've been putting up on my Insta story lately, like I'm just trying different things now and all that sort of stuff at the same time. And yeah, mainly because I think I've got a cool fucking life. Like I think it's cool. Like I wish I could document more. And yeah, it's, I don't know. Other than that, like it's all about storytelling, and I like being creative in this way that the story is told and all that sort of stuff as well. And it just brings out the best in me. You know, it's so difficult, as you'd know, to put yourself out there, and yeah, but it's fucking magic at the same time. You know, there's so much to it. But yeah, the best thing about it is having that opportunity to tell the story, and you know, and that my son can watch it and see you know, the man that I was becoming, um or the man that I became as well through that journey and stuff. Yeah, it's magic. You know, like I haven't had a drink of alcohol since he was born, like over 14 months ago, and things like that. So if I wasn't doing what's going on here, would, you know, those decisions have been made and things like that. So it's yeah, it's definitely not for any bullshit vanity metrics. It's about, like, you know, I enjoy cutting content. I enjoy telling that story. I enjoy having that documentation. It's just, yeah, so many levels to it away.
Okay. So what was your reaction when I asked you to be on the show, let alone your boys Borge
I was
referred
like,
me to you?
hell no, no way. I was like, this, you know, how could he come into my DMs and ask a question like that? I was like, nah, I was like, straight away, I was like, fuck yeah, I'm keen as. That's what it's about. You know, if I can help you, if I can impact your life, you know, we're one step closer to 1,000,000 lives, baby. And that's what it's all about, you know. And if you tell me what you want to do with your life, I'm thinking, how can I make it better? How can I help you to get you to where you want to go? What can I facilitate for you? How can I put a smile on your face today? So I was like, hell yes. You know, I'm all about having conversations with good people and helping them on their way to be a better version of themselves, to be better than before, to be a part of the dream. The more dreams you're a part of, the fucking better it is. And yeah, and it's, for me, like, even having this conversation, I can feel as though I'm more confident. Like, you've probably got the most authentic version of me in this whole journey and this conversation so far, because this is where we're at today, and you know, the next person tomorrow and things like that. So yeah, that's that for sure.
All right. So again, I couldn't come up with a name, so I kind of pawned this off Ellen. Sorry. So
Shout out
this is
Alan.
called Hotheads. So
Yep.
I've got a series of questions right here, and
Yeah, sweet.
I'm just gonna get answer them as quickly as you can and as genuine as you can.
Okay, cool. Sweet as.
All right. Name 3 brands of chocolate.
Whitaker's, Cadbury, and I don't even know. Is Ferrero Rocher just a brand?
No, that's a
Ferrero?
chocolate.
Yeah, okay, sweet. Yeah.
Okay. Name 3 celebrities beginning with a letter B.
Bieber. Um, can it be first or last name?
Doesn't matter.
Okay, Kodak Black
Yep.
and Brad Pitt.
All right. Cool. Name 3 colors, but it can't be your basic ones like red, orange, green.
Magenta.
Yep.
How many? 3.
3.
Magenta, Scarlet, Lilac.
Yep.
Sweet, man.
Perfect. Name 3 dream guests on your show.
Dream guest. So we'll go, yeah, Steve Bartlett, Diary of a CEO, someone like Michael Jordan or LeBron James, something like that. And lastly, someone like, I don't know, someone like Tyson Fury, something like that. He's pretty cool. Mental health, you know, how he's battled back. It's just something different. Yeah.
So I guess someone like Gary V is a big inspiration for you.
Gary V, who's that? Nah, yeah, definitely, 100%. You know the drill. Yeah, especially if you're in this realm and you don't know who Gary V is, then what are you doing here? Yeah, he's amazing. Definitely learned a lot from Gary Goat. Just watching his content, and you need if you're trying to get something out of your life, you model, the best in the bizzo, and he's definitely it. He's sitting down with Ben Francis, and the founder of Gymshark, and helping him with some of these amazing big brands, and Gary V is marketing. Gary V knows what he's talking about. And yeah, Gary Goat, baby.
All right. Name 3 languages you can speak.
Te Reo, I probably can a little bit, not a lot. And also English, obviously, and Japanese. Not a lot either, but hey, one word that's part of the language.
Exactly. All right. Name 3 of your favorite bands.
3 of my favorite bands. To be honest, I know a lot of music. I listen to a lot of music, and I shouldn't really be saying shit like this, because then I'm telling myself that I am this, but I'm not the best with names, songs, all that sort of thing. But I'm just like, yeah, I know the song because I've heard it before. But yeah. So bands, who would we go? I don't know. I'm just gonna come up with whatever comes up, really. So we're gonna go with Limp Bizkit to start with, just because I've been to one of their concerts. It was dope. And just looking back at some of the stuff from years ago, some of those mosh pits, and like there's some like cool content out there from those guys. Who else? Would have to go 660. We have to throw a Kiwi band in the mix. That's just what came to mind. You gotta back where you come from. And lastly, I don't know. I think what's coming to mind. What's the first thing that comes to mind when I think of a band? The Beatles. We're gonna go with the Beatles because that was the first thing that came up after I said that. So yeah, the Beatles.
Legends. Okay. Name your favorite interview on the Time with Marty channel.
Oh, geez, sorry. Now I feel terrible, eh? You're hitting me up to see if I've done my homework or not. So that's on your channel, is that right?
Yes.
So that you've had so far?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Bro, to be honest, you have to be upfront, you have to be honest. I'm not too sure. I know that you've obviously had somebody from what now, and I don't know. I don't watch that anymore. I'm 32, but in saying that, I used to watch What Now too. Like, that's awesome. And then also Shortland Street. I saw the piece of content, but because I'm not keeping up with Shortland Street either, and the actors change and all that sort of thing, I'm not too sure. But that's something to be proud of, bro. Definitely. But the other 2, but I just don't know the names of the guests on that podcast. So, and you brought these up before, so got to make sure I'm working on that listening.
No worries, man. Okay. Name 3 genres of music.
3 genres of music: rap, hip hop, and drum and bass, baby.
Ooh. All right. Name 3 songs that describe you.
3 songs that describe you. All right, sweet. I'm gonna use Spotify because, again, I said that I wasn't the best with names and whatnot. But I'm just gonna put out 3 good songs right now. We're gonna go with Fever Dream because I want to shout out Borge. They got me here. They gave me that opportunity. And Fever Dream is such a sick tune, straight up. The boys were on Georgie Femme last night, and that's awesome. That's something that they would be really, really proud of, and got to have a great conversation. And so yeah, that's awesome. So check that out. And then also we're gonna roll with. Let's turn this down for a second. This is terrible though. Should know this stuff. We're gonna go for Wilkinson, Close Your Eyes, because I've just been banging that hard lately. Such a sick tune. And then we're gonna roll with. We're just gonna go like this, and that's gonna be the song because that's the song. Critical Silence, Mean Teeth, Nick B. Bring back the Okay, no, that's what it's called. It's called Critical Silence, Mean Teeth, by Mean Teeth and Nick B. Don't know who they are. Don't know the song. What is the song? Oh, it's definitely drum and bass.
Yeah.
Get to the good bit. It's a banger. It's okay. It's a banger. And that's why
Love it.
Critical Silence by Mean Teeth and Nick B is in the top 3.
Woo! Okay. Top three favorite radio stations.
Top 3 favorite radio stations. I'm gonna have to say to the edge because I had Dom in here this week, and that's just what you do. You shout out, you know. And then definitely George FM. That's probably, if I was going to listen to the radio, that's what I'll be listening to now because that's the kind of music I'm into. And we're going to chuck in probably before that I was listening to George before I was in Auckland. I'd probably listen to my FM, so that'd be probably the 3 to listen. Yeah, that I would listen to.
Okay.
Oh, and I can't forget. Sorry, that's terrible. We're going to make it 4. I can't forget to shout out Vibe FM in Mount Maunganui. Vibe FM, shout out. Killer tunes, and you gotta go like that's really, really local, and you gotta help out. You gotta help lift people. So let's go. Vibe FM.
That's cool. And finally, show us a secret talent.
A secret talent.
Yep.
All right, hang on a second. I'm only joking. Secret talent. We're gonna go with it's not that great, but we're gonna do it. Hopefully we do it first pop. Oh no, terrible. He's capitulating. I'm not gonna stop till I do it. All right, we're gonna make a few adjustments here.
You got this.
Yeah, we're gonna take that. Here you go. But other than that, there's really. I can juggle 3 balls as well. Like I'm pretty proud of that. To be fair, it's not 4 or anything, but it's juggling, baby. But yeah, that was terrible. But you know what? I was resilient. I didn't give up, and I got the job done. So that's all that matters.
Exactly. All right, Sam, again, here is your chance for redemption. I don't know if you've got cards like this, but you get to ask me some need-to-know questions. You can ask me about a special talent. You can ask me about anything.
Okay,
The
sweet.
floor's
Let's go. Why did you what? So what nice thing? Oh no, is it a question? Probably not. How did you think having the Better Than Before myself and Better Than Before on to have a chat today would have helped you move forward?
Just seeing how much you've succeeded, like looking behind you, you got your logo and LEDs, and like you are basically living my dream. Ever able to have guests in person, and just having that willpower, that power just to keep going no matter what. And again, putting a million smiles on people's faces. It's what I try and do on the daily. So I have so much respect for you, man.
Right, and the thing is, like, I'm a nobody. Well, do you say that about yourself? I'm not quite sure, but I'm just getting started, you know, and to hear that, like, you saying what I'm doing is inspiring you, I'm like, fuck yeah, sweet. Even though it's inspiring me too, but it's just so good to hear that, you know, like, it looks good, you enjoy it, you know, then that's cool, man. Like, that makes me feel good, and I appreciate you going out of your way to make me feel good. So, okay, love that answer. Another question. I asked this on my page last night, so I'm just going to roll with it. Why I asked that, I'm not quite sure, but I asked that. Red or black?
Red,
Why?
because it's got two sides, love and hate.
Sweet. Okay, cool. Nice answer. What else are we going to ask? Do you listen to podcasting yourself?
Yes, I do.
Yeah. Okay. Sweet as. What's your top 3 podcasts?
Joe Rogan,
Yep.
David Dobrik,
Yep.
and one of my favorite YouTubers, Brandon Ferris, has
Okay.
started
Cool.
a podcast. So,
Awesome. How come I'm not on that list, and how do I get on that list?
uh, um,
One step closer. I gotta, hey, I've got to get one more person on board, and you're it right now. So this is
I'm
an
just letting you know
opportunity.
you are on the top 5.
Oh, sweet. The top 5. I'll take it. I'll take it. So, but the question was, I'm not inside the top 3. How do I get inside Marty's top 3? Yeah, what do I need to do, man?
Just keep doing what you're doing, man. Honestly, when I was told about you, I was like, oh, okay, he's just going to be like another version of me. Hell no. Like, more than that. So I had to listen. I literally was sitting there, like, turned off everything and just had me, my phone, my headphones listening. And I'm just like, yes, I
Bro,
can.
and honestly, like I said, you've got the best conversation out of me so far. I feel comfortable. I want to come in and add some value for you. So that's epic. Alrighty, sweet. So just keep doing what I'm doing. Okay, I'll make sure I do that, but I'll keep asking too. So, what's one thing you're gonna do today to be better than before outside of this conversation? Because of course, this conversation is gonna be making you better than before.
I actually have a haircut, which I haven't had a haircut in about 2 years.
2 years, nice. Yeah.
So, it's kind of a big thing. I'm gonna change my appearance, and then I'm going to surprise my TikTok fam and
Nice.
see how they react.
Bit of stars in their eyes, eh? And
Exactly.
tonight, Matthew, I'm going to be. So what's the plans? Like, what are we doing with the hair then? Let us know.
Basically, it's just gonna be shave off the side, shave off the back, and keep this.
Keep length on top, and then what? Short? Is it going to be faded on the sides and stuff like that? Or yeah,
Yeah.
nice.
And then
I mean,
hopefully in a few weeks, I'm getting another tattoo.
another what? Sorry.
Tattoo.
Oh yeah, I mean, what sort of tattoo?
Well, all my tattoos tell meanings, so I am thinking about getting a guitar, which actually looks like it's embedded in my skin.
Yeah, awesome. And why a guitar? Love music or?
Yeah, music and just I don't know, it's just something about me. My uncle, whose place I'm actually staying at, taught me bass guitar at the age of 5.
Yeah,
Now,
awesome.
I was like twice the size of the guitar, but still, um, and ever since I sat there and held on to that bass, I was like, yeah, this is what I want to do. That's kind of moved over to something else.
Yeah,
But now that I've got all the time in the world due to COVID and all this other stuff, I do want to get back into doing music. I picked
yeah.
up the guitar for like the first time in about 5 years, and that passion just came back.
Yeah, and of course it's gonna look sick on your arm, so like that's important too,
Exactly.
Tattoos for life. Okay, sweet as. What else have we got? Come on, I want at least one more question in the mix.
You got a secret talent you want to see or something like that? I
Yeah,
don't
go
know.
on. Yeah, why not? Why not? Why not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Pick 1, 2, or 3.
3.
3. Okay. So of course, doing radio, you need to be able to bring your voice down, bring your voice up, add a little bit of texture, accents,
Yeah.
and I'm a voice impersonator, so I learned how to sound like different celebrities doing different accents. So if I was to say Donald Trump or Barack Obama, which one?
This is gonna be cool, man. Okay. Who should we go with? Oh, I don't know. We'll go with. We'll go with Trump. We'll go with Trump.
Trump? All right.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna be the world. It's gonna be amazing. That I can tell you. I just want to let you know that what you're doing is an amazing thing. Okay.
Yeah. Awesome. Good effort, brother.
All right.
Yeah, that's cool, man.
Family Guy or Simpsons?
Ooh, tough. I'd have to go Simpsons.
Okay.
Nostalgic, baby.
Nostalgic. Okay. Who do you prefer, Marge, Homer, or Mr. Burns?
Homer all day long. Dope.
Homer J. Simpson. Dope.
Yeah, nice.
Here we go. And final one. Let's go with Madagascar
Yeah.
or Lilo and Stitch.
Madagascar.
King Julian! Hello, Mort.
Nice.
I got to.
Awesome. Good effort.
Okay, so Sam, again, you want to be in the same place you already are in 5 years.
Yeah.
If you could branch out to doing possible sponsorships, better merch, or I don't know, expanding worldwide, what would be the steps to do it?
What, to take the brand to the world?
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much it'll be crawl, walk, jog, sprint. That's what it would be. Crawl, walk, jog, sprint, turn up every single day and just take one step forward. You know, like I'm putting it out there. I'm gonna impact a million lives, a million people's lives, you know, and then when we get to 1 million, we continue and we just keep going. And that's the thing. You gotta have confidence. You gotta back yourself, you know, more than anything else. And you gotta enjoy the journey, you gotta enjoy the ride, and you know, and you got to put it out there. The more people you tell, the more people that are going to want to help you. Yeah, there's going to be the more people that want to pull you down too, but that's all right. You know, you do what's best for you. And so yeah, sorry, I'm getting confused. I'm getting off topic. Sorry, what was the question again?
So what would be the steps for you to take better than before worldwide?
Just keep doing what I'm doing, I reckon. Keep doing what I'm doing one day at a time. Keep trying to build it out. Keep understanding a little bit more about what it's all about, what it stands for. How is it going to make more impact today? You know, it's about learning more about me too. Like even with the decisions I'm making, like let's start making cleaner decisions. Let's you know, and understand the decision making. Let's try and how do we bring on people on board? You know, like how do I get more content out there? How do I drive more awareness to what it stands for? How do we make more positive impact? But it's just again, it's that overall vision, and then you break it down to just be to move forward, you know, one step. So if I'm the best version of myself by doing the things that I love to do, because that's why I'm doing it. I want to live my vision of happiness, you know, go to the gym, have these conversations with yourself. But if I can just impact one person's life, which I've done now because I've impacted your life through this conversation, you know, and you won't be the only one today. And then from that, you know, I just be the best version of me. I'm taking a step forward. I'm breaking it right down to even to it when it's one, you know, you do that one person a day. Yes. And at the moment you look at it and you think, okay, that's 1 million days. I need 1 million days. And then you know, and then you try and look at it smaller. How do I impact 20,000 today? You know, as this grows out, and you know, if there's stock laying around, you know, and we can put more clothes on people, like a guy that I watch, you know, he's got a clothing brand too, and he's an Aussie, and obviously there's a lot going on there. So he's about to give away like 200 grand worth of bits of clothes. You know, that's maybe, say, you know, one person gets one piece of clothing each, or something like that, or two. You know, that's 100,000 different lives that he's impacted through doing that. That's obviously on him, but that's how I see it. It's like just focus on impacting one life per day. Some days will be better than others, and just take a step forward every single day, and you know, enjoy the journey. Like, yeah, even if I still impact 3 people or 200,000 people, it's still a success. It's still been great. You just got to make sure that there's food on the table, the mortgage is paid, and anything else is just is an absolute bonus, you know. So that's how you do it. Is you break it down, you have that massive overall goal, and you take one step every day. That's how you do it. It's so cliche, all this shit, you know, like we say it out there all the time. It's like, what do you need to do? Is you need to be consistent. You need to show accountability. You need to show discipline. You need to show up. Well, of course you do. that's and that's all I see. I don't have a game plan. That's what I'm going to do every day, is just win the day, make sure I feel confident, happy, comfortable, understand the times when I'm not, what's going on here, why do I feel like that? And yeah, that's how I see it anyway. And through what I'm learning, that's, I guess, yeah, how I see it right now at this right point in time. That's how I see it.
I totally agree. So, what advice would you give to me, someone that struggles with depression but doesn't like to show it? I always say, I've never actually said this on an interview, but since you do what you do,
Whoo, here we go. See, look at this, mate. You know, like we didn't know what we walk into, right? And out of everybody that you've had on so far, you're willing to step up and even take this another step further. So, like, I'm just gonna sit back, relax, and enjoy this.
So, I have struggled with depression, anxiety, PTSD, and I tend to put on a mask. So every time I'm making a video, every time I'm with my family, that mask is on. It's constantly happy, constantly like everything's amazing, everything's gonna go great. But when I'm alone, the mask comes off and it's doesn't want to be here, doesn't want to move, is not going to do anything with his life. There's never an off day where my mask isn't on. So, how would I stop that? Because I've been doing this ever since high school, and I'm kind of already sick of it.
It's okay to feel like that.
Mm.
You know, it's all good to feel like that. And also, you're not alone. You're not alone. You're not the only one. And it's about doing what you're doing. It's about like putting it out there, telling people how you're feeling, you know, because if people know what the fuck's going on, people can help, you know, and doing that is what it's all about. Get yourself a coach, look at ways that you can get, you know, you can get around it, get on top of it. Like the last place I'd want to be doing is sitting in that environment every fucking day. You know, obviously you're pulling yourself out with what you're doing, which is great. But, you know, like if you can just like live a life with everything that you've got going on now and also without that, then imagine what life would be like. And it's so enjoyable to go on that journey, to learn and to figure out the tools what are going to work for you in your life, to pull you out of that, to understand how you are as a person and things. And like I'm still early on that journey myself. Like I'm still discovering who I am, and I still make slip ups, all that sort of thing. But it's about taking pride in figuring out who you are, you know, and enjoy that, you know, and it's okay to feel how you feel. And yeah, you're not in it alone. That's exactly, bro. This is why this has been created. It's like you're part of this family, you're part of this community. Like I want you to be a part of it. And like I said, if I can help out in any way, like I'm literally just about so I had my assessment come back from my NLP qualification, and like I'm just about finished. I've got a couple more questions that I need to go into a bit more depth on, bit more context on, but then I'll be qualified. And what I've got on that bio is I want to be doing mental skills coaching. So like if you want to come to me, and you know, unfortunately I have to charge because it's more around time, you know, but I believe in what I'm doing. Like if you want to come on board, and it's only early for me too, but like I'm doing amazing things. Like if people want to come and be a part of this, not only is that we're going to impact your life out of this, it, the money that comes in to do it will also be going to making more positive impact at scale and things like that at the same time. You know, for me right now, the toughest thing is the financial piece. So, you know, I want to get it to a stage where we can do more of that sort of thing, and then that is on the table. But, you know, right now, like that would be a great opportunity for you. And I think it's important. And then through that, you might love what you do. And, like, what's not to say that I couldn't create an opportunity, because I want coaches to be a part of this. And, I'm just going all over the show here, but yeah, definitely find what works for you. I know something that worked for me through that NLP qualification, and it's just, the best thing about it is going through as a student. You are going through to learn things about yourself and give yourself the tools. So regardless of, you have to go in open-minded, but regardless of whatever you get out of it, you're going to be in a far better spot. So yeah, there's tools. Don't sit around and think that you shouldn't invest into yourself because it costs money and shit like that. Like, and over the last few years, I've invested thousands into myself to be a better version of myself, because it's the biggest return on investment. You can fucking go and buy $1,000 worth of clothes. You can go on holiday and shit like that. But all that stuff will come when you start to be the best version of yourself. You invest in you. You understand more about yourself, how you operate, so you can be a better saver. You can be better with money. You can be better physically. You can be better mentally, all that sort of thing. So it all ties in. But yeah, pretty much, yeah, there's a place that is safe called Better Than Before that you're a part of. You're never in it alone. It's okay to feel the way you're feeling. And at the end of the day, if there's anything that I can do to help you, then I'm here to, do the best that I can. Sometimes you got to say no. Sometimes you can say yes. But yeah, enjoy that ride of going and figuring it out. How do you overcome that? Don't sit around and sit in that space. It's not good for you. And it's not good for you to be there. Enjoy it. Get out of it and learn more about yourself. Yeah.
Cool.
I'll leave it at that.
Sweet. All right. Well, Sam, I'm going to give you the floor. Promote yourself. Instagram, TikTok. Let the people know what's going on.
Sweet as. All I want to say is thank you so much for this opportunity to give me to come on here and just have a great chat. Like, you've put something out there that you've never said, well, to somebody else, or whatever it is. You felt confident here or comfortable here for whatever reason, which is great. I've had an amazing time. I've learned more about myself. I've taken a step forward for the day. It's phenomenal. It's beauty. It's art. It's everything. It's dope. It's culture. It's a vibe. It's powerful shit is what it is. But yeah, if you want to come and join the Better Than Before family, I would absolutely love anyone, and wherever you're from, whatever you see, however you see life, you're all part of it. All I'm going to try and do is do my best to give you some tools to be a better version of yourself. That's what it's all about. Based around physical, mental, and financial well-being. That's how I want to grow it out. We're going to impact 1 million lives. We're going to, if you want to be a part of that, if you can get in behind that, amazing. And all you have to do is watch the content and take something away from it. Be open-minded. So you can find me at Bettr, Bettr before on Instagram, on TikTok, and also on LinkedIn. You can find me as Sam Ringdahl, Ringdahl. Apple, Spotify, the Better Than Before podcast. Also on YouTube, if you prefer to watch the podcast rather than listen to it. Is also type in Better Than Before. There'll be a piece of content that comes up. Hit like, hit follow, hit subscribe, hit the 5-star rating, do all those things, and you can impact my life just by taking 2 minutes out of your day. So if you listen to this, if one person can do this for me, it would be a dream come true. And sometimes you just got to ask for help, and this is me asking for my help. So please, anybody out there, come join the family, come join the fun, come join the vibe. It's going to be hella hectic, and there's going to be a lot of lives that are impacted this through this journey. I promise you that. So thank you. And Marty, you're a good man. I love you to bits. You're an absolute treat. You're a pleasure. Thank you, bro.
No worries, man. Is there anything else that you would like to say before we sadly conclude this interview?
Sadly, that's it. What can we finish on? We're going to finish on this today. Short and sharp. Progress, not perfection. Every day, better than before.
Listen, it been myself. This has been Time With Marty with the amazing Sam from Better Than Before. Till next time, peace out.